Who inspired you to be a sant?
So when I first came to India 28 years ago, I was only 25. I was a scientist. I was a student. I was a social person. I never thought in my mind that I would be a sadhu, a sannyasi, a sant. But the scientist in my brain has always been a good scientist. And what the scientist in my brain did was, it looked at all the people I knew in my life, in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, in Beverly Hills, and all of these places I had grown up, and in all of the top universities I had been in, and all these places. And you know what I saw? I saw that people were not really very happy, that they had lots of money, and they had lots of success and big houses and cars, but that they weren't actually very happy, that a lot of people were depressed, a lot of people were nervous and restless, that people were needing to drink alcohol or take drugs to feel happy. And then, when I met Puja Swamiji, he was the happiest person I had ever met in my whole life. And he didn't need alcohol, and he didn't do drugs, and he didn't need a big house or a car, and he didn't even have a bank account, let alone any money. But what he had was a very, very, very deep spiritual connection to God. And I realized that Swamiji had something that nobody else I had ever met had, and that it was something I wanted. That peace and that joy and that fulfillment about his life. Whenever you ask Swamiji, how are you? What does he say?
Good.
He says something even better than good. Have you ever asked him how he is?
No.
You know what he says? He says must. Must means I am in ecstasy. But ecstasy with no pills. Other times people take pills to feel ecstasy. Ecstasy with no pills. Ecstasy just because of his connection to God. And you know why else? Because every minute of his life he spends helping others and taking care of others and serving others. And so when I met Puja Swamiji, I thought, oh my God, he has nothing on a material level. No big house, no big cars, no bank account, no fancy clothes. But he's happier than anybody I know. More peaceful. His life is more fulfilled than anybody I know. So I said, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to do. And okay, even if I can't reach all the way where he is, that's okay. At least I can reach a little bit of the way. Rather than just being another person with big house and big cars and big bank accounts and big depression. So it was actually a choice that the very logical scientist in my mind made. But I also had a very deep heart experience, an experience of spirit that made me realize that I am one with everyone and everything. That I am not separate from these leaves, not separate from you, not separate from God, not separate from anything, and that God actually lives in me and as me. And that experience was so huge and so deep and so beautiful that I knew this is how I need to live my life. Does that sound like a good reason?
It's amazing.